podcast is rated TV PG for fantasy violence and language. Welcome back to Star Wars Birth of the Republic tabletop role-playing game. Episode 20. I'm Kirk, and I will be your storyteller.
I am Andrew. I play Hakru, the Zabrak Scout.
I'm Eric. I'm playing Lashara, the Bothan Noble.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Dodd, the Human Scoundrel.
Yeah, I'm Seth, playing Jad Marqueta, the Rhodian Scoundrel.
This is Mary, and I will be playing Rura, the Tagorian Scout.
Welcome back to another episode of Gaming Without Gaming Star Wars Birth of the Republic. And we're going to do a little recap here to get everybody back on page, because it's been a while since we gamed. It's been about a month and a half or 2 months. So I'm just going to go over real quick. The crew makes it to Bothwy. Lash tells of how she left. She is unable to train because of the visions of her father taking her and trying to escape with her. The holographic master Jenna asks Lash if she wants to use her attachments and emotion to become stronger, and Lash turns it down. Hakru and F-7-2 work on teaching each other what they know. When the ship lands, it's greeted by a valet, and Lash puts the crewmates up in a luxury hotel. They stay in the penthouse. Rura and Hakru go shopping in the upscale shopping district. New clothes, manis and petties were had. Dodd and Jad went to the seedier side and hung out in a bar to listen for information. Lash returns home to discover that her parents' estate is in disrepair with no servants. Lash finds her father in bed unconscious. Her mother is tending to him. Lash uses her force power vital transfer to heal him, and he wakes up. Everyone has a cry, and he states that he's hungry and wants a shower. Lash and her mother go off to get takeout from his favorite restaurant. They come back, and Lash tells them of her adventures over the last several months. She tells them she tells them that she will be following her heart as a Jedi, and she will be leaving soon. Her mother explains that they are in financial jeopardy, and that she can't handle it all, because her mother's been sort of running things. Her mother asks her who will take care of them if something else happens to them. Her father interrupts and tells Lash that he is proud of her and gives her his blessing to pursue her heart. Dinner goes late, and about this time, Jad and Dodd overhear a few bar patrons, talking about kind of a bounty that's been placed on the Caffrey estate, and that the plan is for it to happen tonight. So it's implied that there are multiple groups that might be showing up to try and take out Lash's father. It was also implied that her father was poisoned because there was a servant that was disgruntled and was recently let go. She was the last one to go. So Dodd and Jad head for the ship as soon as the patrons leave, and we see the outside of the Caffrey estate as several figures approach the fence or the wall and begin to climb. So that's kind of where we left off.
Battle music.
Yeah. So I guess we will go to open up with Lash and her family having dinner in one of the main rooms. Food's all kind of eaten. Everything's still kind of out, and they're drinking a bottle of wine or liqueur, sitting around and talking about everything. So we have Hakru and Rua. We're probably heading back to the hotel, or have already returned back, I thought.
We had returned because we had found there were like messages on an answering machine, like or Jad had never no. Never mind, I don't remember. I thought we had gotten back though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys got back, and I don't know if everybody had their comms on them while they were just sort of hanging out. And that's why you guys got the messages when you got back?
The timing of it was kind of wonky. I don't know if they left a message or if we were there.
Right.
But I do know that we have now been informed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So exactly, and I think we were informed to get the ship.
That
or am I?
I feel like that would be like we okay. If we can retcon just a little bit and just kind of figure out what makes most sense. If Jad and I were closer to the Crefet, am I pronouncing that right? Crefet?
Caffrey.
Caffrey. If we were closer to the Caffrey residence than we were to the ship, we would have beelined it for the Caffrey residence and asked the rest of them to grab the ship and anything that they can bring, sticks, twigs, guns, whatever,
right,
to the house. Right. If the ship was on its way to there, we'd be like, get that stuff ready to go. We'll be there as soon as we can and rock it over. So whichever you think makes most sense, that's what we would do. If you guys are all in agreement with that, if that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to run with the ball sometimes, and I need to not do that.
Yeah, I think what you're describing is basically the idea of either go grab the starship. Basically, whoever was closest to the starship, I think they were supposed to go. They were either going or supposed to go get it.
Yeah.
And then the other group was supposed to head to the residence.
Right.
Okay.
So
call the ball, Kirk. Whichever direction makes most sense.
Jad and Dodd, whoever wants to roll 120-sider, and Hakru and Rua roll 120-sider.
Rolling a 20-sider now. The result is 4.
I got a 9.
So the hotel is closer, but not by much.
The hotel is closer? Okay.
Okay.
To who? To
the ship.
Them or to the ship? Okay.
And that's actually probably a good idea because 100% Hakru only took a pistol from his arsenal of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you guys moved in, so.
Nope.
Let me.
So yes, sending Hakru to go get his jetpack, his sniper rifle, the ship.
Okay, so basically, you guys are on comm right now with whoever you can talk to.
Right.
And you hear over the comm, Nanat says, "I'm in the ship right now."
Excellent.
I'll make it to the penthouse.
Okay,
pick
perfect.
them up.
Perfect.
So-
Ms. Rura and I would be up on the roof, so it is a quick pickup.
All right, so Jad and Dodd, how are you going to get there? It's not super close. And I don't remember how you guys got to. I think you just took like a taxi, didn't you, to the area?
Are there any speeders that somebody's getting ready to drive away on near here that we can just
roll 20
Grand Theft Auto it?
Roll 20-sider.
13.
There are some around, but they look like they are owned by. Like they're too fancy to be here in the seedy part of town. So, do you want to steal the Yakuza's limo?
They're too fancy. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rolling what mechanics? Is that what I'm
Because
rolling?
Jad isn't gonna think about who owns it. He's just gonna see one that he can take and do it.
All right. Let's see here.
So hot wiring.
I think so.
Okay, I've got a security spike, so we can get in.
Nice.
Or a security kit. Sorry.
I don't.
Yeah, I think that's for. Oh yeah, security kit. The spike is for the robot, for droids.
Right. It's gone.
All right.
I used it.
Wiki. I think it's mechanics. Let's look up.
It shows
Should be.
mechanic skill. Yeah, it says traps or security systems using mechanic skill.
Okay.
So, and my mechanic skill bonus gives me the total, right? So I'm at 11.
Okay.
So here we go.
Armchair rig modified droid.
I can't do
18.
anything to help.
18 and a mechanic, the security kit.
All right.
I imagine if I do succeed, I don't look particularly cool doing it with that roll.
Of course, there's no like hot wiring or anything like that. So, what was your total?
18.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Oh.
You get it opened, the door opened.
Okay, I sit down in the pilot compartment,
Okay.
and I look for whatever it is I need to override to get this buggy going. It's an air car, right? Not a speeder. Were we smart enough to look for an air car?
It's a speeder. Yeah.
Okay, damn it, a speeder it is then.
Grab
All
the
right.
first thing I could find. What are you gonna do?
All right. Yep. Hey, be sure you carve your initials in the dash.
Oh yeah, while you're driving.
All right.
Okay. Mechanics again?
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be mechanics. There's absolutely nothing about it in there. So.
Okay. Oh, all right. 17 this time. We're going down. Pretty soon I'll be rolling ones.
15 is to bypass a mechanical lock. So I'm assuming it should turn over.
Okay. I hit the accelerator.
Okay.
I put it in gear, and I get ready to roll a pilot skill.
Okay.
I look at I look at Jad. Jad, keep an eye out.
I'm gonna pull my heavy blaster out and tell him I'm ready.
Okay.
Yep. we probably will be intercepted by the authorities. See what you can do about hitting the radio and intercepting those transmissions. All right.
Oh, that.
pilot
Yeah,
skill.
you got that.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
All right. Roll your pilot.
Oh my God. Okay, 16.
That's not bad. It's not bad. You're not able to go as fast as you want, but you're able to navigate through. And
Okay.
will it go aerial? No, it does not want to go too far above the ground. Not like in Coruscant. All right.
I wanted an air car, but he picked out a speeder. But
Yeah, I think they're all
I'm not-
speeders,
I would
but
never
some.
complain. We're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. All right. We'll cut to the penthouse. It's a couple minutes later, and out on the, I guess, patio where the pool is and everything, the ship comes down and doesn't land, but the ramp comes down and sets down on the ground.
That's the other
Yeah,
team.
so we just, I mean, it's pretty simple. We just
Okay.
get on. While it's in flight,
Okay.
this is when Hakru is going to effectively suit up. You know, he's going to put on his flight suit. He's going to put on his jetpack.
Okay.
He is going to grab his sniper. So like pistol holder, boot. Like he gets dressed to the nines.
Okay. Okay. The ship takes off and starts heading that direction. We'll wipe to.
No dexterity checks to see how cool the jump onto
It's
the
not much of a
ramp
jump.
was?
It actually lands on the actual. The landing gear is not down, so it floats a little bit. The ramp comes down and sets down. He's a pretty good pilot, so. Swipe to dinner, and I want to say it's a use the force for
Okay.
something's. Where is it at? Use the force. It's not sense the force. Well, shoot, where to go? Yeah, just go ahead and use the
Okay.
Force. And we're doing this as a sense surroundings.
Okay. 19 plus 17.
Yeah, that hits it. I think it's only DC 15. So you're having dinner and you're kind of spacing out. It's almost like you get not a mental connection, but you feel your friends are in distress, or not a panic, but an urgency. And so you kind of sense out, and you can tell there's several individuals that are coming toward the house, and are like about ready to come in. So I didn't have that.
So and we're like in the middle of conversation and family talk and everything when this occurs.
Yeah.
So she's going to look visibly disconnected all of a sudden from the conversation.
Okay.
And like glance over to her left, like she something she knows something's up. Do her parents react at all?
They're just chatting and sort of going back and forth like they normally do. Let's do this real quick. It's they're doing the same thing they do all the time when they talk, and they're not paying attention. And they have no connection to the Force. They're not even getting, that you're picking up something.
So, has she shown them her lightsaber yet?
I don't think so. I don't think you made any effort to.
Yeah, I don't think I had really explored much about the Jedi other than saying that, she'd been trained. I'm not even sure if they had met, because I think I brought the holocron with me.
That I don't remember.
Let me see if I wrote that down in my notes.
Isn't that particular holocron like soccer ball sized?
Yeah, it's a big.
It's pretty big.
Well, hang on, let me.
I thought it was something that just kind of stayed on the ship.
I mean, typically, yeah, but I know that I thought about bringing it with me. I didn't write anything about that. Okay, so
That's why you need a droid, Eric, so that you can have it open up the compartment and like the matrix of leadership, it comes out and does its job.
Right. So she would have her lightsaber with her, but she'd be dressed in nice clothes for dinner and whatnot. And she stands up, and in a seamless motion, the lightsaber appears in her hand, just as her parents notice that she's moving, she's standing up, and she's super attentive to what her feelings are telling her.
Okay.
Is going on.
And this startles your parents at the same time, and they're looking very concerned and confused.
Do they ask about the saber or anything?
Your mother kind of says,
because it's beautiful.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Okay, so Lash looks at her mother and looks at her father and says, are you sure we're safe here? And she holds up the saber and looks at it for a second, and then looks at her parents and says, I feel like my friends are in distress and someone's coming. What's going on, Dad?
He seems confused. Oh, it's 6. He seems confused, but as you're talking to him, you're kind of looking around, and through the doors to the dining room, you can see the front door, and it opens up, and 2 figures kind of come in, and they are geared up and have rifles out, and they're. Do they see you right away? Yes, I believe. Where'd it go? Skills. Yeah, they see you and start kind of one kind of motions, and the one kind of peels off to the side, and the first one starts coming towards you.
Can she tell if they're Bothan?
Yes, they're very Bothan.
Okay.
So at this point, I am going to switch my camera, and then you guys can increase the size.
Andrew looks ready to rock and roll. How fast can the ship go?
Right.
Dude, I am not normally very excited for combat, but some things happened on this last level, and I really want to see how they work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
All right.
Also, I'm almost positive that if they just... I have a few plans that I want to try and see how they work out.
How did we do this last time to get this damn thing to focus? Better?
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So, Lashara, Galen, and Kaylin, and then these are the two that see you. But you sense these other two over here as well.
Okay. So Lash is confused. This does not make sense yet. Can Lash tell if weapons are drawn by number 1 and 2?
You can see them. This doorway is kind of like a glass doorway, so you're able to see right at them.
Okay, and they are armed and ready for combat?
Yeah, you can see they've got vibro blades on them, a blaster rifle. Both of them.
Okay. She looks at her dad confused briefly and says, "Do you know what's going on here?"
And if you point or motion in that direction, he looks over and sees them. He says, "Who are? What are you doing in here?" And he stands up and starts to walk toward them. And your mother kind of screams.
Okay, so Lash is going to step in front of him.
Okay.
And she's not going to light her saber
There's like
yet.
a table here, that sort of thing.
Okay.
This place is huge, by the way. Each square is 5 feet, so this place is
Holy crap.
gigantic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna. She feels like he's still very frail from his ailment, and she stands back and she holds her hand back, to make sure that he doesn't come in front of her. Her other hand is at the ready with the saber, but it's not lit yet. Okay. And she glares down through the door and says, "I suggest you leave now." Yeah.
Okay. You see the guy in front who is moving towards you. About here. This guy went off to the side. Oops. He reaches up to his ear and touches it and says, "We've got more than one in the building." And he's still kind of looking straight at you as he's walking forward.
Okay, I froze there for a second.
These
Can you
are
guys hear me?
big. Yeah, these are big staircases that go up. So initiative.
Oh, okay. Uh, 22.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, something's up.
I can hear you.
Greg's frozen.
I'm just not moving.
I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm just. We're being quiet and paying attention, but I know I can hear you.
Good.
Kirk said
Yeah,
he
I
can hear you.
fine.
Come on now.
What is that? Is it a grenade?
It's an area effect, but I'm trying to get to focus because the damn thing just can't seem to focus.
Yeah. Interference guides. I rolled a 22.
Okay. They got an 18, so you go first.
So that they ignore her warning, right? I lost you there for a second.
Yeah. He reached up to his ear and said, "We've got more than one target in the building." And they're moving towards you. Or the number one is moving to the bottom of the staircase. Hello?
Is there a balcony around the dining
The
room?
screen.
No. This goes up to the second floor, so it's all cut
Okay.
off.
All right.
This area is open up to the second floor. It's just open.
Okay.
So she's going to attempt a flashy jump to land on the stairs, the left-hand side, closer to number one, with as much distance as she can close.
This is a wall, and this is all enclosed. This is in a room.
Okay.
This out here is like 2 stories tall. So this goes up. This is all open space underneath here with statues and stuff like that. Oops.
Okay. Is there any way for her to get?
You'd have to get out here first to do any sort of jumping.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll head towards the door with as enhanced speed as I can manage.
4, 5, 6. That's 6. Unless you want to double move.
No, I want to stay ready.
Okay. All right. Your mother runs over to your dad and holds on to him to keep him from coming out. This guy moves here. And he's got some sort of cover because the stairs, again, they go up in a curve. So it's not full cover, but there is like spindles and things like that. And one of them's going to fire. Well, they're both going to fire at you, actually. That is probably not going to hit. Where'd it go? No, 13 does not hit you, probably.
No.
And the other one is a 21.
And that's against my reflex defense?
Yes.
It's matched. My reflex defense is 21.
So Ty goes to defender. So it doesn't.
Okay.
You barely misses you. One streaks way by. The other one like goes right over your shoulder, and you hear the buzz as it passes by your ear.
Okay.
All right. We're back to the top of the round.
Lash pushes. She's got her lightsaber at the ready, and she just briefly looks to the side and sweeps her arms behind her and closes the doors behind her with the force.
Okay. That is a simple. I think it's a simple.
Use a force check.
Is it a full round to do a move small object? As a move action. So it's as a move action. So if you don't move, you can do that and then still do something else.
Okay.
It's a DC 10 if you use the force.
Okay. So with them opening fire, she's going to. I'm not sure exactly how this works. She wants to be able to deflect the next rounds that come her direction.
Right. I think those are reflexive as a force power.
So I don't have to like burn points
I don't.
or burn actions to do them. They just when they happen, I can do it.
I believe so. Let's scroll down through your force powers. Mind trick. It's the big move object. Of course, it's going to be at the bottom. Oh, where did it go? Did you take deflect? I thought. Oh, it's a talent. Sorry.
It's a talent. Yeah.
Went too far. Of course, it's.
And you can redirect those blaster bolts right back at the shooter.
I don't think I can do that yet.
Right. Deflect.
Okay.
It's a reaction. So if you get hit, then it would by ranged You may negate a ranged attack by making a successful use of the Force. The DC is equal to the result of the attack you wish to negate. And you take a -5 cumulative for until your next turn.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to. Can I move and do another action, given that I close the door?
If you use the Force to close the doors, then no, because that's your move action. Unless you double move, and you could do that.
No, because I want to. She's going to kind of close her eyes for a brief moment with her lightsaber at the ready, and kind of move in this very fluid motion, and the concentration is going to create this shield around her that you can't quite see it, but the energy kind of ripples around her just a little bit.
Okay. Did you? I think it's a swift action to ignite your lightsaber. Because I think you pull. I thought you said you pulled it out, but you didn't turn it on.
Correct.
Yet. To use deflect, I think it has to be on, and yeah, you have to have it drawn and ignited to use the talent.
Okay, so I don't. I'm out of actions.
That would probably be it. The move action, the swift action, I believe. Oh shoot, where's it at? Yeah, because I don't think you took anything like quick draw or anything like that. I think it's a swift. All right. So you still have a standard, right? Am I? Anybody else? Is that correct?
These are all new things, so
Damn it.
we haven't explored it much yet. So raising the Force shield is a use the Force check.
So even if it's a use the Force check, all actions fall under swift, move, or standard.
Yeah.
And when you activate a Force power, depending on the power, will determine whether or not you're using the Force as a swift, standard, or move. And basically, on a normal turn, you get a 1 standard, one move, 1 swift, and you can trade up. So you can trade a swift for either a move or a standard. So you can have up to 3 swifts in a turn. You can trade a move for a standard, so you could have 2 moves and a swift. And you can't trade a standard for anything, but you can trade all 3 for a full round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's done a move and a
swift
swift.
action was lighting the saber.
Yeah. Your move was closing the door.
Move action was closing the door, so she has 1 main action left.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to use that to activate my Force shield.
Okay.
With that little flourish that I described. Again, there's almost ripples of energy, almost like the heat of a flame, coming around her. And I think you have to set a difficulty rating.
Force disarm, vital transfer, Force shields. Oh, it's a reaction, so you don't have to set it up at all until you need it. Use the Force to create a bubble of telekinetic energy around you. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's unlimited reactions. It just depends if you have enough to.
I see.
Complete them.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to try to close the distance with a full 6-point move action.
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
I would just like to call attention to how cool this scene is in the movie.
All right. So you have closed the distance, and you're ready to do your shield. I think the shield is just.
I roll and whatever my
That's
point
what it
is
is.
gives me the rating.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've got a reflexive shield, and you can reflexively deflect blaster bolts.
I'm full paladin at this point, buddy.
Right.
Like,
It's almost like Jedi are kind of powerful.
yeah.
All right. So the number 2 guy opens up on you, and he gets like a 29 to hit you.
Okay.
Jesus.
So
at this point, I can either choose to deflect or raise shield.
right.
Okay.
The most
Just 'cause
the most you can get on your shield rating is 20.
Okay. And if I deflect, I can just
Deflect,
negate it.
I think you just have to beat what he rolled. So you have to beat a 29. You roll back.
I've got a plus 17. I got to roll
12.
12 or better. Less than 50% chance, or I'm going to take a smoking.
You can use a force
That's true.
point, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it just negates it. So no matter how much damage they do.
I'm going to roll for it for the deflect.
Okay.
All right. A 5.
All right.
So that's 22.
Okay, that doesn't hit. So do you want to use your shield just to snap it on?
And do you just get one
No.
reflective action
No.
per action?
No, I think you can get as many as you can take.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'll try.
Because you can essentially keep deflecting, but it just gets harder and harder each time you do.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your use the force.
Okay.
This one you want to get high.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 plus 17, so 35, like that.
Okay. So I'm going to say it's 25 since you hit a 35 points of shield rating. Let's do his.
Damn, that's freaking powerful.
So what exactly does the shield do?
Damn it! Why did you do that?
It absorbs it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how much he's rolling for damage yet, though, right?
It absorbed it. Yeah, you don't know yet.
Okay.
So it basically is going to pop up, and if you want to maintain it, it takes a standard action every turn to do that.
I see.
Oh, so it's still up. So you do know how much it took. 13, 14, it took 19 points of damage out of your 35.
Okay.
And until it's down to 0, it stays up.
Oh, so my shield...
Yeah.
The shield only, with that roll, only got me a 15 shield rating.
No, you rolled 35, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's right.
every 5 points, it goes up 5 points, basically.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
2, 6. So you got 16 points left on it. In case anyone else shoots you. The other guy shot and missed. He was startled that you came up to him so quick and ignited a blade that he didn't know you had. So
Yeah, I bet.
It is your turn again.
So she is going to strike out with the saber.
Okay.
But only in a disarming fashion, in the fun disarming way that Jedis do. Let me look at my character sheet for that.
Because to actually cut limbs off, that's a high level talent, I believe.
I got you.
Let's see. I thought there was something about final transfer. Force disarm, that's using the force to actually do it.
Yeah.
And that takes a standard action.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do to the other guy when I get the chance.
Okay.
But, yeah, if I have to just attack this guy, I will.
I think that's all you have at your...
They've been warned. They broke in. There's no hesitation here from the start. Yeah, so I will just... I'll roll a lightsaber attack. This is the first time that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it looks like 2d8 plus 2 is what I roll for that.
It should be your d20 plus whatever your...
So damage for lightsaber on my sheet, it says 2d8 plus 2.
Right, you have to hit first.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You're right. Duh.
So that's your d20 plus 7.
So I rolled a 16 plus my let's see. What is your to hit modifier? Is it okay? So lightsaber is attack +2. So I guess
+5
18.
+2.
+5 +2.
Yeah. Because your base attack is 5, and your +2 comes from something
that's
else.
what's going on.
Yeah.
I didn't have that on my sheet. Okay. Now I do.
So
7, so 23.
that hits.
24.
That hits. And now it's 2d8 plus 2 plus 3. So 2d8 plus 5.
Okay. 3, 5.
13.
Yep, 13 damage.
And it goes through any sort of damage reduction to...
Mm-hmm.
13.
So a Jedi doesn't add like their Jedi level to the damage or anything weird like that?
It's in there. The +3 is half your level. The +2 is from other stuff, I believe.
Yeah, they're separated on the character sheet. So, yep.
All right, let me get my...
It's melee, so I'm willing to bet you add your strength to it, or unless you take weapon finesse, at which point you add your dex.
Right,
and it's built in on the sheet. So
49. Okay. You strike out and hit him, and he looks stunned as you've you've done damage to him, but you haven't sliced anything off or run him through or anything. He's still quite there.
Okay.
He's dodging, and so you're hitting the butt of you hit the butt of his rifle and his arm at the same time.
So in the same sweeping motion as the attack, she's also going to kind of sidestep to the space left of him, so he's in between me and the other shooter.
So you want to move?
Yeah. So if you, yes, just so nope, up to your left, right there.
Okay. Does it provoke attack of opportunity if she's moving around?
I just read through that, and all it says is Hold on, I just had it up. Let me pull it back up.
Enter or leave is the attack of opportunity, right?
It's one, or I think it's either leave a threatened square or leaves threatened range. You get nothing about entering.
Okay.
I literally just read it, but I got to pull it back up.
Roll your acrobatics.
Okay.
Roll your Paso Doble skill.
Yeah.
Now dancing the tango.
20.
That does
Not
it.
natural.
Okay. So you're able to move around without provoking anything or anything like that. He's facing you, but you're sort of moving, turning his attention. All right. So that is their turn again. And I think the other guy's going to take a minus to fire at you guys. Since you're in melee.
Yeah, I just read there's a skill that I have that outlined what firing into melee would look like.
Yeah.
Is it precise shot? Okay.
If it
there's
is
a -5 penalty if they're in melee combat with someone else.
But precise shot negates that.
Yep.
He's got it. All right. What's Deadeye do?
Deadeye, you aim and add one weapon die to your damage.
Okay. All right. So number one,
aiming is 2 swift actions.
It does say an attack of opportunity is moving out of a threatened square, which me changing squares would probably do that.
Yeah. So we're doing the acrobatics to sort of negate that. Let's see. That is 22 to hit you, number one.
No.
All right.
Let's see.
If it
reflex is 21 defense.
Okay, then that hits. The other one misses. All right. Did you want to deflect this one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Now, is there a chance that the deflection might hit one of the enemies?
No, it's
Or is that-
a talent called redirect. He has to take next.
Okay.
Or she has to take next.
Yeah, this is simply defense. It doesn't change it into aggressive. She rolled a 16 plus 17.
I can tell you for sure if me, the player, was in that room and a Jedi unskilled, that blaster bolt would go right through my forehead. Pretty sure.
33.
That beats it, so it negates the entire attack. All right. The other guy missed, so it's your turn again.
Jim,
Let's see.
do it. I'm just kidding.
And we're on round 3. Is that what we're on?
Yeah, do I get to make another roll for my driving?
As you're driving down the streets and everything, you see the Ripper fly over, and it's coming down into like a landing pattern.
Okay,
So you're
well,
getting close. You're both going to be showing up at the same time.
Okay, I glance over at Jad really quick, and I look to see what kind of hardware he's packing. And if it looks like he's light on the weaponry, I will go towards the ship.
Well, I always carry my heavy blaster and my slug thrower in my concealed area.
Okay.
So and my vibro dagger in my boot, of course.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just pitch out to you. Do you need bigger guns?
Always.
All right, we're heading towards the ship.
Okay. Lash, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to attack again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Hell yeah. Cut him in half.
All right. So that is it rolling? It's rolling everything and then just doubling it, correct? Yep. I'll say
think
roll it,
that's
add it
how
all
we do
together, and double it.
All right. So 2d8s. 2. Oh, Jesus. 4 plus 3, 7,
18
8,
damage.
9. So 18 damage. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. This is my first lightsaber combat for real. All right.
We're not even there to judge you.
Yeah.
This is true.
Have you
I'm owning it. I'm owning it. I'm sending it
Have you
through
been-
force.
All right.
Have you been damaged to the point where you're incapacitated yet? Then you're already better than me in almost any fight.
Actually, I haven't taken one smidgen of damage yet, so we're okay so far. Like I'm holding my own for the moment.
So the 18
job.
was the 18 doubled? You only did 9 points of damage?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled 2 twice.
I like how Kirk asks that. So you only
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Thanks, pal.
2 points. 2 points
Yeah.
under his damage threshold. So yeah, that's why I was asking.
I rolled 2 and 2.
All right. When you do this, because it's a nat 20, you slice his blaster in half. And he was he was fiddling with it and trying to keep it out of, keep you from hitting it with a natural 20. It goes through it and cuts into his chest plate. And you see a burned flesh underneath it.
Oh, sweet.
And he drops it.
Feel that tomorrow.
All right. Their turn. He reaches on his hip and pulls out a vibro blade.
Okay.
And the other guy just shoots at you because he's just a dick. 27 for the shot.
Yep.
All right. So do you want to deflect this one?
I just tried, and I rolled another 2.
Oh.
This time on a d20. Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, at least it's not a 1. Come on.
Okay.
Wow. I need to practice more.
Okay. So 20 points kills your shield and leaves 4 points over. So 4 points get through to you.
Okay. That
All
drops me from 72 to 68.
Okay. And the guy with the blade, where's that at? It's not as good. 20 does not hit you, I don't believe.
No, that's still reflex?
Yeah.
Defense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 21.
Yeah. He swings close, and you hear the vibration as it slips past you. So that is
Gotcha.
round 4. At this point, outside, you see wind kicking up, and you see lights sort of pulling into the front courtyard area. And so, where to go?
Right. It's my turn again?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, the ship is going to land here, and the car is going to come in here. But we'll get
real quick,
yeah.
Just because this is something I wanted to say, but we were kind of like cycling through things. I'm going to have Nanat open the bay door as he's landing, so that way I can jet out with my jetpack to get there as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Sweet.
Is also going to look cool in the movie.
Yeah.
All right. Lash, it's your turn. Lash, it's your turn.
Okay. So can I? Nah, that's pretty distracting. I don't think it would fit. I was going to say I want to kind of like reach out through the Force to Hakru, but I'm really caught up with these guys.
Yeah,
I don't think that's really
you're engaged. You're being shot now, and this guy has pulled a blade on you, and he seems pretty adept with it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
But he's looking rough. So his armor in his chest is cut open, and his arm is not bleeding because it's a saber, but it's got a nice big slash across it.
Okay. So she is going to use her move action to can she use it, her move action, to use the Force to do a Force disarm, or is that a full action?
Force disarm. That is a Force power.
I'm looking it up too. Sorry. I need to make cards for this stuff.
Yeah, I need to share them so you guys can print them off, or you can print them off. You disarm the opponent by using the Force to pull the weapon. It's a standard action.
Okay. So I can't do that.
One target within line of sight, 12 squares.
Yeah. So I guess I will just try to take out the opponent that I'm at and deal with the next shot that's coming in.
Okay.
All right. So I'll roll my attack. 17 plus 17, 36.
That hits.
All right. No, it's 34. But all right, and then come on, D8s function. 8 and 1. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Okay. He looks pretty rough at this point.
She's going to use I don't know if this can work. We'll see. She's going to try to intimidate and push the idea of surrender on him at this point. If that's a thing that she can do.
Let's see. That's up at your mind trick.
We could even do adept negotiation.
Force power.
Pulling that up now too.
As a standard action, you can weaken the resolve of one opponent. So you've already taken your standard action.
Okay.
Inspire confidence is also standard. Mind trick's a standard. Move object is a standard. Yeah, you're kind of out
of points. Okay.
Out of actions.
That's fine.
Okay. Their turn. The guy with the gun. 24. That hits.
Yeah.
Do you want to deflect it?
Yep. Natural 20.
Nice. Okay, that's deflected. And the guy with the sword. That is a 26.
That does hit.
2 6ers.
Now, can I try to pull a shield up again at all?
I believe so. It's not a...
Yeah, there's no...
Wait,
that's one of the things that kind of confuses me about Jedi, because it...
So I was just reading about this with Force,
the Force
powers. What you can only use a force power once until you get outside of combat with rest, unless you have something special that brings it back. Yep. You roll a natural 20 on any use the force check for any reason.
Yeah, it's spent.
Or you spend a force point as a reaction and gain that force power back immediately.
Didn't he just roll a natural 20?
Yeah, but it was on a defense.
Yeah, it's got a...
It has to be a use the force check.
That is
any use the force check.
That was it. So you can get that power back.
That's what I was thinking. Didn't you roll use the force to block the...
Okay. True.
So you get it back.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'll try to do is pull up that shield again.
All right.
And I roll lovely 5. 7 plus 17. So 22.
All right.
That gives me some points.
So you got where'd it go? That's the wrong one.
10 points.
All right. 8, 6. So 11 points. So it goes through and it connects. And when it does, you need to... All right, what's your fortitude?
19.
All right, nothing happens. And it is your turn again.
Do I take damage?
Take 1 point of damage.
1 point.
And your shield collapses again.
Gotcha.
All right, so that is turn 6. Outside, the loading ramp or the gang ramp is opened, and where do you go? All right. So for all intents and purposes, the ship takes up most of the space here, and as he's landing, he opens up the ramp to fly. There's a balcony up here on the top, but you see lots of flashing on the ground floor outside of the windows and the front door.
Do we see those 2 guys that looked like they were posted up by windows?
No, they are not there anymore.
They are not there anymore. Okay. So 3 and 4 are not there.
I should say make a perception roll.
Okay. Nice. Okay. 13 plus 24.
No, you don't see him at all.
Okay. Then Hakru would, as soon as that door is open, and I'm aware that we probably have to roll initiatives and everything, but I can tell you right now, as soon as that door opens, as soon as he's got clearance, he's just diving out and kicking on the jetpack and going straight for that front door.
Okay. As you guys are coming over the estate, he lowers the ramp, and so I assume you're hanging out on it, ready to go.
Yep. Yeah.
So everyone else, go ahead and roll initiative because you're all arriving. Might as well get you all set up.
Okay.
Gonna use my reroll. Ooh, yes. Okay. I got a 29.
Okay.
I got a whole 8.
I got a 30.
Nice.
21 here.
21. All right, let me rewrite this. 30. 29. 21 Dodd. 18 NPCs. 8 Mary. Okay. So this is top of the round. How far can you fly? Not have a round.
So I think I had up it's like 20 squares. Like it's pretty far as just like a burst jump, and then I can go even further if I want to use a piloting skill.
And become a projectile.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we go. Move from acrobats. Nope. Jetpack. Here we go.
All right. So I'm assuming you're starting off right about here on the gangplank.
Oh, okay. So here's what it is. I can do a. I can move up to 12 squares, and if I want to go beyond that, I have to roll a piloting check.
Okay.
Uh,
Outside here, these are 10-foot squares. So it's going to be a little wonkier because once we get inside, it's 5 foot. Even though it's not half.
No, that makes sense.
So, yeah, so I can get 12 squares unless I want to go beyond that, at which point in time it's a DC 20 piloting check. As a swift action.
Is that water area where the Ripper landed, or
Yeah,
did it not land?
It lands in like a pond sort of structure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's like cockeyed. The whole thing kind of like lands funky and water spraying up as the
I see.
engines are going.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
There are bushes out there that are smashed now, small trees that are crushed as he just kind of lands on them. So how many feet can you move? Let's do that.
It just has it listed as squares, and it's worded kind of interestingly. It looks like with the jetpack, moving with it is a swift action,
Okay,
and each time I move with it, I can move
the full amount.
6 squares. So
out
as
here
a
would be
full
3.
round, I can move up to 18 squares, but it requires a DC 20 pilot check.
Okay, but since these are 10-foot squares out here, so you got 9 squares to move basically.
Yeah, 9 squares to move. And I'm going to roll my piloting check
2, 3,
because I absolutely would be trying to get as quickly as possible.
6, 8, 9.
Yeah, I got it. I
Okay.
rolled a 12, and I know I've got more than a 10 on my pilot.
Okay. So you are flying by the front of the house, and you're seeing kind of in the windows, you're seeing in the main lobby that there's a lightsaber ignited. And about this time, Dodd and Jad jump out of a very posh-looking Cadillac DeVille sort of speeder. It's all shiny and black and sleek looking. It's just been washed, so it is sparkling good. Rua, I assume you're on the gangplank, kind of behind him, but not willing to jump as it's landing.
I mean, I can jump a little bit, but not. I don't have a jetpack, so
So
basically just ready, as soon as it looks like it's
basically
close enough to the ground and not risk hurting myself.
yeah. Nanat's running at the NPC level, so he's one step ahead of you. So it's basically going to land about the time you can actually move. So,
Okay,
all right.
fine.
So the first person to actually move, I want to say that was a surprise round to do the flying. So Jad, you're up. You guys have just gotten out of the car and you're seeing flashing lights in the front of the house or inside.
And suddenly, a crew.
Yeah, and her crew's flying by. He's coming up on pretty fast.
That our little car.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just going to say it's roughly the ship landing.
Well, while everyone else is going toward the house, I'm going toward the ship.
Okay.
I gotta get bigger guns.
All right. So, how fast do you move?
I gotta pull my sheet up. 6.
6 squares. So that's 3 of these squares. 1, 2, 3. Double move. 1, 2, 3. So you're almost at the ramp. All right.
Okay.
Hakru, it's your turn again.
How many squares am I from the door? 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, well, 4. 40 feet, and then we'll have to do inside. So out of 90, you got 50 feet if you want to keep doing the 3 swifts.
I'm only going to do 2 of them.
3. Okay.
And then basically put me 2 squares inside.
It's 20 feet inside.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Where do you want to go? I mean, you're going to be like right here.
Oh, basically like right. I want to be like right inside.
The doors are wide open, so to finish off that second move, I think you've got like 4 squares to move in.
Okay. In that case, where would put me right inside the door?
Okay.
Over to your, I guess. Yeah, right there is fine.
Okay.
All I got is a swift action.
Okay.
I don't think you can pre-aim.
No. But you could have your weapon ready and everything, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
just going to have.
Okay.
I'm going to basically land, point my rifle right at that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, right at 2.
All right. Dodd, what are you doing? Oh, wait. Is that Dodd? Lash, we're back inside.
Okay.
Inside the front doors comes a screaming backpack Hakru, and he lands and like readies his weapon at number 2.
Okay. Lash is going to try to finish number 1 off with a standard lightsaber attack.
All right.
Let's see. I rolled an 11. So 16. 18.
It misses.
Damn
Do you want
it.
to use a force point?
Yeah, might as well. I will take that down to 4. And I just get to add a d6?
Yes.
Is that what it does? Okay. What is it with 2s tonight? It's 21.
It misses. All right. Dodd.
All right. First thing I'm doing is as I exit the vehicle, I'm doing a perception check.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I assumed you guys got out and like did a step forward when it all hell breaks loose.
I have just rolled a natural 20
Okay.
on my perception. So that gives me a total amount of 30 to assess the situation.
You're back over here somewhere, and you see a guy in here, and he is getting ready to open this, what looks like a bookshelf. He's pushing on, and it sort of unlocks. And then you notice that everything is going on in here because there's windows, and this place is full of windows. This is not a fort, so it is meant for like natural light to come in. So there are all kinds of ways to look in.
Okay, then I'm going to position myself to get a good shot on number 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We'll probably put you right up here.
Okay. Works for me.
All right.
That would be point blank range, right?
Yeah, so that's a move. You're fine to do a standard and a swift if you need to.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you get your weapon out as a swift and you're ready to do a standard shot.
Okay, standard shot it is. Okay, so I looked all this stuff up while we were doing. Point blank shot gives me a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls when I'm within point blank range, which I am, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then he's not in melee, so that doesn't apply.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So I just roll.
Yeah. And you also have something else that reduces your it reduces all your ranges. So you're basically shooting at a long range as a point, or at a short range is your point blank as well. So it's crazy. You have a crazy range.
So I'm pretty point blank until I get to about where her parents are. Okay.
Well,
all right.
I don't know what the ranges are on the gun, but I think it's pretty crazy.
All right. I have rolled a.
Yeah, you have 20 squares to be point blank.
Okay. I just rolled 4. Okay, so I rolled a 12. 19 is the roll.
Yes. It misses. It goes past him, hits the bookshelf, and he jumps back as it kind of cocks open. It's a secret door looking thing. And he turns around. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it looks like a bookshelf. When he pushed on it, it clicked and started to open, and then you shot the bookshelf kind of where his hand was, and he jerks back and looks over at you. All right.
All right.
So
Cool.
the NPCs. Go ahead and move this guy, even though you don't know he's back here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well. All right. Oh, he just double moved, so he can't do attack. So you hear a voice from in the dining room says, he's in here. And you, Lash, since you're close to number 1, you hear it come over his earpiece. All right. And so he is going to swing at you one more time. And I don't think that's going to hit. 18, 19 doesn't hit. So the other guy, seeing the screaming, backpack flying maniac staring at him with a gun, he shoots at him. And that is a 25.
Yes, that does hit. Trying to see something here real quick.
Because flying that thing doesn't make you flat-footed or anything, does it?
No, and also I've landed now.
Yeah.
So, which actually, if I was still flying, I could have rolled a pilot check negate it. But I specifically said I landed, so that's on me. Because at that point in time, I count as a vehicle.
Yeah, that's something to remember. Because you might be better off floating around and shooting at people.
Come on, Django.
Okay, the only I've got nothing.
Okay.
To negate or do anything to being shot.
Okay, 17 points of damage.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm fine.
Okay. This guy missed. Number 3. I'm going to say you have. No, these windows are huge. You blew out the window too when you shot in Dot. There's glass everywhere.
That's fine.
That's another 25 to hit.
Oh, he got me.
They're rolling good on this. This guy can't roll for crap, but these guys are all seasoned veterans.
Guns are better.
Yes, 14, 15, 19, 21 points of damage.
Woo. All right, that's 4 points higher than my damage threshold.
Okay, then you tick off your first up where it says condition track. It says normal. You're at a -1, so just remember that. And that's to everything. That's like skills and is it to no to defenses, so your reflex goes down to 19 as well.
Okay.
All right, so those are those guys.
How much damage was that, by the way?
20.
I need to grab a piece of paper.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That was 23. 23 points of damage.
23? Okay.
Because I got a +5.
-1 on track.
Hakru, did that bust your damage threshold?
No, my damage threshold is a 23,
Okay.
and he only did 17.
Okay. You guys could have swapped those. Because Dod's is 17. All right. So we are at Rura, back outside. And she could run like nobody's business.
Mura can run, and she's about to, because she's got 8 squares of movement normally. So
Okay.
she can probably
1,
get
2,
to the house.
3, 4. I'm going to say you can jump through this window if you wanted, or do you want to do a double move? And
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll go through the window.
All right,
Come
you're
up behind
basically
that guy.
smashing through
So,
the window.
And that's one move action.
That's
right?
one move
That was
action. Yep.
4 squares outside. Then
Eric, I want to take this time to let you know that I'm the only one who respected your parents' house. I have not broken anything.
I haven't broken anything yet.
I am the only one that is going to respect your parents' house.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick snapshot at this guy.
Okay.
Just because
There was no way to miss you coming through the window like a, superhero.
like a 7-foot tall angry cat.
Yeah. Bird up, hissing.
Yeah. Let's see. This is with the blaster pistol, so that's +7. So it's 19 to hit. No, +8. 20. Not natural, but 20.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because he's not flat-footed. He was.
Oh, wait. I have point blank.
Oh, that's a +1 to hit.
Yeah. So that. Oh, but I'm.
21.
That brings it up to 20. Sorry. No, I was looking at the wrong thing. It
Okay.
is +7, so 19 becomes 20. So I still miss. Cool.
Okay. All right. Your shot goes right by him, and he's like, getting shot. He was aiming at Dodd, shot, hit him, and was like, yeah. And then another shot goes past his other ear, and he looks over to see you coming through like the glass and everything. All right. So back up to Jad. You're inside the ship now, man.
How did I make it inside the ship?
Because you were like
Did I
right
run?
here. Yeah. You ran
yeah.
all this way, and you're basically at the ramp. As
right.
Rura
Excellent.
bounded over you, you did like a little duck.
I'll take one movement to get into the ship,
Okay.
and
It's going to be a double
hope
move to
that
get where you want to go.
all right,
So,
then I'll just double move into the ship and
let's see.
wait until next turn.
I have the Ripper
I'm gonna
up.
get back with all the weapons and everything will be done.
Let me look up the Ripper if I can see. Nope, I don't have that. So I got to open up the map.
Isn't the cargo holds right inside the ramp, right?
I believe. Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, and that's where you were storing your E-Web.
Yes. Yes. Eight
Please
is
do not
the
e-web
garage.
my parents' house.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, if you do move, you can get in and get your stuff. I'm going to say it's a swift action to pick up. What are you picking up? If you're getting the E-Web, it's
I'll
going to be a
just-
little harder.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the bowcaster, which
Okay. It's
right there,
it's
too.
sitting in your cache. So you pick it up,
Yeah.
and do you want to do another move to get back outside the ship?
Yes. So I'll just wind up where I am right now. Huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Come
Yeah.
flying
Okay.
back out. Make a perception roll.
Got it. Oh man, rolling good tonight. Where's my perception? So small. 29.
29. A large minivan-looking thing pulls up, and there are people inside.
And are these? Can I tell? Are these hostile people? Oh, they are.
Yeah. They're friendlies. They want to come over and meet you and shoot you a couple times, but yeah.
Oh crap!
I mean, Jad, at this
I've
point in time, you might as well just get into the gunner's seat and just
and I've used my movement and my swift action, so I am quite vulnerable now.
Yeah, they moved in while you were doing all this, or they were parking basically when you went inside. So they're not
I
quite
came
out,
back out and
but
I'm
they're
like,
looking out the windows at you, like, "Whoa, there's one of us out here." Is this? You hear one of them say, "Is this a rival gang?" Hakru, it is your turn.
That man is about to have the biggest mistake of his life from not killing me with that shot. So I take aim.
Okay.
All right. Does
Focus.
and I can physically see him, so he's point blank for me.
Yeah.
All right. Does a 26 hit?
Yes, 26 does hit.
Okay,
I thought I was
cool.
doing this. Damn.
He's about to have a bad day.
Come on, baby. Focus.
When you held it up earlier and started slowly going back the whole paper, it got in focus, and then
Then goes
you
out.
went back. Then you went back a little fast, and it lost it.
I actually am not having issues with it at all.
Yeah, it's still mostly legible.
He takes
Yeah.
36 points of damage.
All right. That is number 2.
How much damage did you say?
36.
Ooh.
Because I aimed. Therefore, it's 4d10s
Yeah.
Dang.
plus 5.
6. And he is -1 on his condition track. All right.
And he's missing his right kidney.
Yeah. you lit him up pretty good. All right. Lash. The guy in front of you is
I'm gonna
looking
try to
pretty
finish-
rough. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to finish off number 1 just with a standard attack.
Okay.
28.
That hits.
All right. All right, D8s. I'm throwing you out the freaking window if you don't. 11.
So close. And I don't think you can use a force point to do extra damage, I believe.
No.
All right. He is barely holding on.
Enough where he's not fighting back.
No, he's still got a couple fighting points in him, but
Okay.
he is looking rough. All right.
So she is going to, in a Jedi way, because she's just not about killing people if she can help it, and he's down to a blade. She is going to use withdraw, which is going to move her one space out of the way without provoking an attack of opportunity, and she's going to head up the stairs towards where her father is.
They are downstairs here in the dining room.
Okay.
So you have to go around the staircase and get back in here, basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. To make it easier, roll an acrobatics again.
16.
All right. So you're going to put you here 1. How many can you move? 2.
I can move up to 6, but I wanted to use basically the disengage action or whatever.
Right. Is that a move action?
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically have to go here. Dog.
What you can do is since you've already rolled the acrobatics, you can do that as part of a move and then still move your full movement without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Well, if you use the withdraw action, it counts as a move,
Okay.
and you can only move one away.
Okay.
So you can disengage from more than one payment in the same action, but only if you can clear all threatened areas in your first one movement. Okay, so that's not the exact thing, but
Right, but if you're
must-
trained in acrobatics, you can just acrobatics. If you roll a 15 or higher,
Yeah.
you're able to successfully move through it. It counts as 2 squares, and you still have the rest of your full move.
Okay. I mean, I'll of course I would love to do that.
Yeah. So go ahead and what'd you roll for your acrobatics?
16.
Yeah.
My check. Oh no, I rolled 20.
Okay.
I have an acrobatics skill 12. I rolled an 8.
So-
I thought I had an 8 skill.
So it'd be around.
So he's able to tumble through the other guy,
2,
and then he still
And
has
move
this.
4
3.
spaces towards dad.
4. It's
Yeah.
right there.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is.
And then still. Oh wait, you already used your standard. Because if you still have your standard, then you can double move.
Nope, I use
Yeah.
my standard to attack. All I have left is a
Swift.
Swift. And I don't know that I have anything I can really do with a Swift.
Let's see, acrobatics.
I don't think I can. Nope.
Okay. Balance, escape, bounce across. Get out of here with the ads. Just fully tumble. Through a threatened area, a fighting space of an enemy. Yep, so. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about making it double whatever the move says for threatened areas. All right, so we are at Dodd. This guy looks stunned that there are suddenly two people firing at him.
Well, is there any way that I can get some partial cover by stepping down behind the... What on earth is that?
Kirk's eating some food.
No, that wasn't me. I think you can go prone, and it makes it.
I mean, I'm outside of a window. Is it a
These things
a picture
are
window?
These things are huge, like floor to ceiling. Like it's not made for security at all. So it's meant to be like you're outside inside. So these are all huge, gigantic, 10, 20, 30, 40. These are 40-foot wide. Or wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. These are 25-foot wide windows that go up to the second floor almost.
Okay.
It's just huge.
Can I move to the right and gain some sort of cover that way?
Yeah.
And still have a sight line on the baddie.
Yeah.
Is the operative phrase. Okay. Then that will be my move action.
Okay.
And then I will take a shot. Now I'm -1, right?
Yes.
Because of your condition check. You're -1s to everything.
Yes.
All right. I rolled a 15, so we'll make that a 14. 21.
Do you want to spend a force point?
If you say so, then I am happy to. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
27.
You hit him, so roll for damage.
All right. Anything but ones here. 3d8 plus 3 plus 1.
Yep.
So plus 4. All right. 5, 8, 9, 10, 15. 14 altogether. 14 damage.
Is that right with your... Okay. 14. All right. He looks surprised, but he doesn't look too beat up. That's 14. That's number 3. All right. Oops. So that leads us to them.
Okay, Mary?
Yeah, my sinuses are doing a thing. I think I'm gonna not go to work tomorrow. So
All right. So this guy is going to shoot at Rura.
I'm very large and a target and have more hit points than Dodd, so this is fine.
24.
That hits.
16 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. This guy in here runs up to you and tries to strike you in the back. And does not. 14, 15 does not hit.
No.
Number 2 shoots at her crew. 21. Her crew to hit.
He misses,
Okay.
but just.
Okay. So he misses. In here, they are backing up. And he shoots. That hits. 20. All right. Lash, you hear your mother scream. And your father shouts out, "No!" And we go to Rua.
Oh, right. I get to go at the end.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take another shot at this guy.
Okay.
Ow! That time I hit him.
Okay.
Because I rolled at least a 24.
Okay.
And then I have to find my D8s because I didn't get them all. So. Oh, okay. 19, 20, 21.
Okay. 21. That moves him down the condition track.
22. Point blank shot.
Oh, you got... Okay. All right. So he's looking roughed up.
I'm going to kind of glance over my shoulder. What's going on outside?
I was going to say...
how many guys just got out of the car?
You see... these two guys, or this guy is like running over here like, hey, we're here on the contract, and these guys are 1, 2, 3. They're not running, but they're moving.
With purpose?
Like they're waiting to hear what this conversation is, but they're getting ready to head in. And so we're at the top of the round. It's Chad. At the bottom of the ramp with this guy yelling like, hey, this is our job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry. We're not here on a job. Hey, Dodd, turn around. And then I want to take 2 swift actions to aim at that dude that I just told not to worry.
Okay.
And shoot him in the face with the bowcaster.
Okay. And these guys are caught flat-footed, or this guy is, because he has his gun in his hand, but he's like got his other hand up to you, like, hey, what's going on?
So flat-footed, point blank. They haven't they haven't acted in combat yet, right?
No.
Okay, so I've got advantageous attack on this guy.
Jeez, yeah.
Got a 20 total. Does that hit?
That barely hits.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, because he's flat-footed.
Thank God for all my bonuses. Okay, so plus...
Looks like it's 3d10 plus 6.
Deadeye is plus 1 dice at 32 damage.
Woo.
Oh, I forgot the point blank. 33.
All right. He's down on the condition track. He looks shocked as he doubles over. He doesn't fall down, but he gets shot right in the gut.
You told me it was okay.
These guys all stop and look over at you. And that's where we'll go to Hakru back inside.
Hakru's going to put another blast in the same guy he put the last one in.
Okay.
That's a 25.
That hits.
Or, sorry. Yeah, it was going to be higher, but yeah. All right. And yeah, same deal. Aim, click, 23.
So close. He goes down the condition track again. He is looking rough, but he is still standing. He's got 2 big holes in him. All right.
I decided to even him out this time.
Yeah. Lash, it's your turn. You can do that tumble again and get out of his threatened range.
Can she see inside the dining room?
You could. You see like a shadow on a table. But you don't know who or what is going on. But you did just hear your mother cry out in pain and your father shout no.
Okay. She's gonna turn on number 1, and do I have to have skills to do some kind of like precise strike or anything like that?
I don't think so.
I'll just regular attack him.
If you strike him in anger. I'll give you a D8 you can roll to bolster not only your attack but your damage. But then you'll take a dark side point. After hearing your mother scream out in pain and your father shout no.
She's avoided that,
Okay.
but I feel like this is very appropriate.
Yeah. It's up to you. You can just turn around and normally hit him, or you can use the extra to end the threat.
Rage.
Basically, is what it is.
What a decision. Screw it. She's dancing on the edge here.
Okay.
It's been an emotional day. She does strike out in anger.
Okay. So go ahead and make your normal roll, and you get a D8.
I get a D8 added to the roll.
Yeah, you can roll a D8, and that gets added to the attack and to the damage as well.
19 plus 5 plus 2.
That hits.
26, 25.
Yeah. And go ahead and roll your damage plus the whatever you rolled on the D8.
All right. So I rolled the 7 on a D8.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 4. Plus 4. 20.
You feel a wave well up from your feet into your arms, and as you spin on this guy who has swung at you as you're trying to get to your parents, it almost like it takes control of your hands and your shoulders and your arms, and you strike out and decapitate this guy easily, and it just feels it's an instant release of emotion and anger, and you spin right back around and you can do a move and get in there.
Yeah, so she's rushing as fast as she can using force or whatever to get in to defend her father.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you cross into here, you see your father is leaning. He's up against the wall, sitting down, and your mother is in his arms, and she's got a smoking hole in her chest, and this guy is aiming at them with a grin on his face.
Oh, jeez.
Force lightning?
I think you're out of
I'm pretty much
actions.
out of
Okay.
actions at this point.
So, Dodd, back to you. You hear Jad say, "Hey, I need some help out here." And you turn around and see there are several people pretty close by, but he's just shot one as soon as you turn around and looked.
How does the guy that got shot look?
He looks rough.
All right, he's the target.
Okay.
So I was standing with my back to that, or
You're somewhere
getting
right
some
around
cover
here.
from the window. Yeah. Now I'm gonna roll around and just spin and
Yeah,
take a left-hand
you're
shot
like right
at
here.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's flat-footed because he was taken by surprise still.
Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna miss. I rolled an 8, 14 minus 1, so plus 1 for point blank shot, so 14.
Do you want to spend a force point?
Well, we just got these, but
Right.
what, do I get the impression that 6 would push me over the edge?
He's flat-footed, so normally it's a 19, and he's got a -1, so he's at an 18 to hit. You rolled a
So I
14.
need at least a 4.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna let it ride.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can at least distract him.
Okay. The bad guys.
Oh, as my free action,
Yes.
I'm going to say, "Droid, what are you doing?"
On your intercom?
Yeah,
Okay. So you basically are calling the HK unit out.
that's right.
Okay. All right. He... fires at your dad and hits him.
Jesus, okay, force lightning now.
13, 18. And your dad gasps, and he doesn't die, but he tucks into your mother, and they kind of roll onto the ground, roll over to their side. This guy's still up somehow. His 3 hit points. I'm gonna kill everybody. And rolls a 2, so he misses. This guy fires at Rura and misses as well. Outside, this guy gets to the side of the car and is able to prepare himself so he's not flat-footed anymore. Boy, this guy's probably going to run up on Dodd, since Dodd is like right there.
I definitely told that dude to get away from my car. Or my speeder, I mean.
So this guy runs up and draws a sword on Dodd and misses. And these 2 guys open fire on Jad because he shot their buddy. It's my best friend. 22 to hit Jad.
I think that does it. Double check. Yep.
All right. That is 20 points of damage.
Yeesh.
Does it go past your...
Yes.
Okay, so you're down on the condition track as well. And the other guy hits as well, then... Oh, he doesn't roll that well. So, 10... that is 16 points of damage. You rolled decent, about half. Does that go past your...
No.
Okay. And let's get out HK. I don't have any of his stats ready. All right. HK comes out, stands next to him, and starts opening fire on this guy. Good Lord. 22. Number 6. He goes down the condition track. The ship lifts up a little bit and turns toward the group. It's positioning itself. So, all right. Back to Rura. It is Rura's turn.
We're gonna try to take this guy down.
Okay. He is a little easier to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend the force because a 19 won't hit him, right?
No, he's down to 21.
Okay. Yay, I got a 3. Okay. That's what I needed. So I hit him.
Okay.
22 points of damage.
He goes down the condition track again. All right. We are back at the top with Jad.
So Jad about that E-Web.
Yeah. So I agree. My first thought was bowcaster and come out and I see that and get lit up. I'm going back in.
Okay. So
I assume the door is still open.
Yeah. No, the door has moved because the ship has turned itself. So you're going to have to move to get over. 1, 2, 3.
I'm just imagining Jad pulling a Hellboy. I'm gonna get big baby.
Yeah.
So you do a double move to get in, and you're going to have to set the E-Web up, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think you're strong enough to hold on to it while you're doing your stuff. So
No.
okay, so you're inside.
But the tripod was bolted to the deck, so it should still be there.
Right. So you're going to tell him to turn the whole ship backwards so you can shoot out of it? Because it was in the other cargo hangar.
Oh, yeah, that would be best.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to do that. So
Doesn't it seem to you like Nanat is lining up to blow up their car
Or them.
and hopefully do some collateral damage? Like he's got bigger guns.
Sure, but that's not what Jad's thinking about.
Okay.
All right. So Jad inside. Hakru.
I'm not going to aim this time.
Okay.
I'm just going to use a standard action to shoot this guy.
Okay. He's down to a 20.
Yeah, definitely hit.
Okay.
Does he have more than 8 hit points.
No.
Okay, then he's dead.
Nope, he does not. He slumps to the ground.
My jetpack is still on because I never turned it off. So I am going to use two swift actions to jet up to the door with
Up here.
Lash. Because I think
How
I
many can
need
you
that.
move?
So that would just be 12 squares.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or where do you want to land?
Land me right next to Lash.
Did he feel my brush with the dark side or my push with the dark side?
Make a use the force check with our crew.
All right. Grand total of 12, but I did roll a 1.
Yeah, it's a DC 15.
Then no, I did not. So when I land next to Lash, my gun is trained on the would-be assassin.
Okay. That is Lash. It's your turn.
So Lash comes in and she sees the condition of her parents and she sees the shot taken at her father, and she's breached this barrier and she has this overwhelming surge of anger and emotion and fear and sadness and terror that comes over her, and she plants both of her feet on the ground, and in like old school Indian tomahawk throw style, she lifts both her hands above her head and comes down with her lightsaber and throws it and uses kinetic it's a skill she has
Kinetic combat
called kinetic combat, and she throws the saber directly at the assassin's head.
Okay.
Oh, that dude is in for a world of hurt.
I will let Kirk decide, like, if I need to spend, like, destiny points here to make this ridiculously epic. I mean, she's never had emotion like this, obviously.
Right. Make a use force check. If you succeed on DC 20, you can telekinetically move one-handed melee object.
Yep. A natural 20, I swear.
All right, so you get back your force point, or your force power, which one of them you used, automatically. The weapon is considered to be held by you when it's hovering. The base attack uses your base attack bonus modified by your charisma modifier as an attack bonus for the attack roll. Successful attack deals normal melee damage, adding 1/2. It's surprising that it doesn't use your use the force check.
No, but it's charisma modifier for my attacks.
Yeah.
So, instead of strength, which my charisma is a 4 instead of a +4 instead of a +2 for strength.
So your base attack bonus plus your charisma is now the attack roll you're going to make on this guy. And if you want to just use a destiny point, you can do that for an automatic. I think it's just a.
Is that an automatic crit?
Let's see, just to be safe.
Because I feel it's very worthwhile to do to destiny here.
Spending destiny points automatically score a critical hit, no attack roll required. Make an attack miss, act out of turn, take damage that would otherwise harm another creature, increase some effective force powers, immediately gain 3 force points. So it's a critical hit. And if you're acting out in anger, we're going to do max damage. So it's max damage times 2 if you want, but you'll take another dark side point.
Let's make this story kind of interesting. I feel that if the Force was going to be an influence to Lashara Carfei, this would be the point in which she is most vulnerable to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that ride. I didn't want to go that way, but I really feel like
you have to
this is appropriate.
Yeah, you have to get you have to beat your willpower score in dark side points to fall to the dark side. So it's not an automatic 1 point. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
And you can recover from it.
Yes.
I think too with training and things like that.
Yeah,
but
meditation.
No, I think I'm happy with the potentials that you can work out storyline for the recovery of these actions, and I feel like again if there was ever a point where she was brushing on the dark side,
Right.
This would be it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it.
So whatever your total max damage is, double it.
Okay, so my max damage for the lightsaber would be 2d8, so 16 plus 6 plus 8, 30. 30 damage.
All right, that is enough. The saber whips out of your hand and goes straight. It doesn't go. It basically, it's going to decapitate him. It flies in like a pinwheel and takes his head off, and then then slowly comes back to your side and hovers. And your arms are still up in the air. Your fists are curled. Hakru, make a use the Force check on this as you're witnessing what's happening. It's going to be pretty hard to not feel it being right next to her.
Good.
30.
30. Yeah, you feel all of her rage and her hatred, and as you're looking at her, you see behind her, both of her parents are slumped over with smoke kind of coming off of them. And the saber comes back and hovers, pointing straight up right next to her side, as she slowly does this slow turn toward her parents.
So would this count because this is dark sidey stuff?
Yeah.
This counts against his force sphere?
Let's see. Where's that at?
It's on the
very bottom.
Private notes right at the very bottom.
You made a 30 in this roll.
Yeah, this was sensing it.
So you hold your nerve. It doesn't floor you because you're putting it all together. What has happened? So you're not stunned. You're not down the condition track. It's pretty clear.
I would say Hakru is visibly taken back, but yeah, none of the.
Yeah, your mouth's open at what you just saw her do, because that was crazy. But when you look back and see her parents on the ground, it seems very understandable almost. It feels.
He's got some thoughts, but he keeps them to himself.
Yeah, it's like it's seeing pretty devastating stuff, but it has a feel of not vengeance or anything like that. But I don't know.
I get you.
Back outside the Dodd. Lash is in like a weird trance. Slowly turns toward her parents and does the carry, slow like walk toward them, and then slowly kneels down. And we'll cut back to that in just a second. All right, we are outside.
So I've got this guy with a sword right on.
Yes. Yeah.
Like point blank.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. You have no penalty to shoot him.
Right. I'm at about 20 hit points left before I'm dead.
Okay.
And I don't know. I guess I've got to do something to get rid of this dude. I got no choice. So I will run. Just kidding. I'm going to shoot him.
Well, I was going to say, don't forget you have a second wind. So if you're down below half, you'll get a quarter of your hit points back as a swift action.
Yeah.
Well, a quarter of my hit points would. So I'm minus 23. I have 51, so I'm a little over half right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've got 26 left. So, yeah, I'm just going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
I mean, he's bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Right.
I feel like it's a bad idea.
We'll give you a +5 because he's right on top of you.
Excellent. +5 minus 1 equals +4. I rolled a 16, so that's already a 20 plus.
Yeah, you hit him. They have 22 for AC.
Okay, cool. So yes. Why am I missing my stuff? I was so enraptured with what was going on with Lash that I have lost myself. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry, I'm making a good movie for you.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving it. It's great. It's great. Plus, this isn't Dodd's bailiwick anyway. He's just trying to help out. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All right. Well, I hope 8 makes him at least go, ow.
Do you want to spend a destiny point to get an automatic crit and do double damage?
Well, the difference between 8 and 16 is not going to be a whole lot on this guy, is it?
Yeah. Well, 8 total? What'd you roll for your damage? Like a 1?
I rolled a 5, a 1, and a 1, plus I get +1 for... Oh, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'd be 11. So it'd be 22 if I spent a destiny point.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
I mean, do I sense somehow cosmically that it's going to make a bit of difference?
Probably not.
Okay, I didn't think so. All right,
So
do
11
it.
points.
And then I'm gonna kind of, while I'm shooting, I'm gonna kind of fall backwards and spare a glance at HK, like, what are you doing? Right? Like, what am I paying you for?
All right. So you move back a square, basically?
I mean, is that going to give him a free attack with his knife? Probably.
No, I don't think so. I think you can withdraw. It's
Okay,
that
yeah.
action. All right.
That's what I'm doing.
So it's Dodd. NPCs. When this happens, HK does train over, and he rolls a 20.
Nice.
So
Thank God for HK.
his
Holy crap.
damage is crazy. Let's see what his roll is. 3d8.
I'm going to ride on this guy's shoulders in combat from here on out.
14.
You're gonna have to, because I don't know if you're gonna have legs left.
24.
You always get destroyed, dude.
I
Just
do.
Master Blaster with this guy.
Yeah.
Four,
Yep.
eight. Oh my god. Yeah. He. That does not.
You're going silent on us, Kirk.
He is down to 3 points, but he's down the condition track too.
Nice. Does
All
he
right.
get stunned or anything?
No, he's easier to hit and harder to do any attacks or anything. So
Okay, so Dodd with his free action will say, yes! Yes!
that happens. The ship has turned now, and the Ripper, with its new mounted weapons
Oh yes.
that it can do, I believe this is the pilot-co-pilot double turbo laser light that was installed. Let's just roll.
How loud is the report of that thing in an atmosphere?
It's going to be crazy. It does not do auto fire, but he fires through the vehicle here and hits the fountain, basically, which explodes and shrapnel goes everywhere. It's just crazy amount of damage.
I missed the explosion. Why am I facing the fence? Turn me around. I gotta use my e-web.
That guy's dead.
Ink is vaporized.
This guy, the nice vehicle Cadillac's all gone.
Did you hit my new car?
Yeah. This car's okay. This vehicle's okay. This guy is lifting up his sword to bring it down on Dodd's head. When a piece of the fountain flies up, and he's dead. 3 points. What are you gonna do? All right. We're back down. Oh, the NPC guy inside. 20, 28? 20.
Oh, that
20,
hits.
27, I'm sorry.
Still hits.
Anything above a 21 hits,
He's
right?
full of rage.
23 and above would hit.
Okay.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
Jesus, how are you with hit points?
I'm good.
And it's Mary's turn, or Rua's turn. This guy's taking some damage.
Yeah.
He's way easier to hit. And even with his roll, he still hits you.
Right. No, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot him some more.
Okay.
Because I considered going up and, like...
Bite him?
Like him, but
Eating
I do more damage.
You will never live that down.
He's looking real rough. It's up to you. He's looking real rough.
Yeah, I'll just shoot him. It's fine.
Okay.
No, it's not.
He's down to
I don't
19.
think they're even with a force point. No, that's only oh, that's not even 15. No,
Oof.
I missed.
Do you want to spend a destiny point and just... It's up to you.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
He's not going to kill me in one round, so it doesn't feel so life or death to her right now.
Dodd, you're kind of knocked to the ground too. We're going to skip through real quick because it's happening so fast. So I guess
I'll pull the trigger once.
Okay.
I'll look to my left and see that firefight's still going on. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So...
A 19 or better will hit him.
Well, I rolled an 18, and I get a +6 or +6.
Yeah, roll your damage.
So that's a hit. All right, rolling for damage. And this is fun because like Dodd's backpedaling. He watches this guy with the big piece of the fountain sticking out of the side of his head, and I'm like getting ready to just kind of like brag about my serendipity, right? Like look how fate always sorts things out for me. And I see that Rura just gets blasted again. I go, what? And I go just shoot him. And I do 5 + 4 plus
he
1.
He only had 6 points. Bloop.
Okay.
He gone. All right. Dust is settling. You hear shouting outside as Jad is opening up the bay doors and looking at the back of the walls.
Oh, Jad. Oh, God.
Cut to inside, and Lash is just getting to her knees, putting her hands on her parents. And perception roll.
Say that again?
Perception roll. Yeah.
Everybody or just
Lash?
Okay.
Her crew does have med packs on him and would be coming over, but decide when and if and how that happens.
Yeah.
16.
You notice they're both still breathing, and you let out like a sigh.
Can I tell which one's worse off?
They both took a lot of damage. Your dad is just a little bit more hurt than your mom, but it's only like by 3 points. But they both took like 20 and 23 points, I think.
Damn. Okay. Vital transfer?
If you want. You do hear Hakru behind you pulling something out of his pack and saying, well, whatever he wants to say.
He's like, we must treat them. Then you hear me start ruffling through my utility belt.
Yeah.
This is her dad. She's going to use vital transfer.
Okay.
And seeing that she's on the mom, I'll put the med pack like next to her.
Okay.
Or that he's on. Seeing that she is on the dad,
right.
The crew would put the med pack, put one med pack next to her, and start working on the mom.
Okay. So vital transfer.
Yep, I will roll that. I rolled. Oh, are you shitting me?
Hakru, roll your. Hakru, roll your medicine or whatever the treat.
Yeah, treat injury. I got a 27.
Okay.
I don't know if the med pack gives you bonus or you just have to have it, but that is 5 over the. I get a +2 equipment bonus, so it's 28 or 29. That's 10 over. So the mom gets her character level +2.
Okay.
I guess for me it doesn't really matter. I rolled a freaking 1.
Oh.
I don't think that a crit fail matters here. My use the force is 17, so I rolled an 18.
Oh, is this a light side power?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm actually down with however you want to
Thematically
talk this out thematically, because she just
Right.
crossed that barrier to the dark side, and if
She's-
she loses her ability to heal someone,
You are
I would totally get it.
so full of rage that it's almost like you are stamping out whatever life you're sending. So how many points do you get back? 1, or is it?
Well, for this skill, with what I just rolled, it would be hit points equal to 2 times my character level, so it would be 12 hit points.
Oh, that's not too bad. But it's the minimum amount you can do, and so this is also
Yes.
frustrating. But you feel like you're not cut off, but you're still like have a tunnel vision of red going on. So you're frustrated. You're upset, and you're not able to draw on it like you would. So this is another.
Yeah.
It adds to it. It doesn't give you another dark side point or anything like that, but it definitely adds to the frustration of everything.
One quick correction. I misread it. It's DC 15, and they get character level +1 for every point over that. So she would have gotten 14 back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. She kind of rolls over and her eyes open up as you sort of put a plug in the hole in her chest.
Her eyes open up. I look over at Lash and go, "She has your eyes."
You feel? Do I see my father? Am I going to be able to determine if he's going to survive here?
Yeah, you gave him enough points back. I think he's should be fine.
Okay.
He also turns and wakes up and opens his eyes and puts his hand on your cheek.
Okay, awesome. That's exactly what I was looking for. So, I know Hakru will be able to sense this because he's going to see it physically. Her shoulders are just going to kind of slump, and her head's going to kind of bow, but the force is going to like whitewash over her when she realizes he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And her crew will probably be able to tell that.
Okay. I would also think at this point you're probably emotionally destroyed from all this, and
Oh yeah.
so you're starting to cry, and you kind of lean down and put your head on his chest, and we're going to cut to black.
Crew's just like, I don't know what to do.
She's crying. What am I? Pet.
Everybody's fine. Why tears?
Behind her ear.
Rubs one of her ears.
Everybody is breathing. We are okay. Why are you crying? I don't understand.
So I'm gonna walk into the room after. I'm gonna give instructions to HK and say, HK, work with Nanat and make sure we've got a clear path back to the ship. I'm gonna collect anybody that's still alive in here, and we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
So
It's 10 o'clock, so we'll do all this hopefully next session.
I'll never remember. I'll never remember my plan.
We loot the bodies.
Right. I'm looking for gemstones.
All
I
right.
need a diamond worth at least 50,000 GP.
Right.
Spell
Rupees.
code. Come on.
Rupees.
Rupees.
All
No,
right.
Dad's just standing in the driveway
listen.
looking at the destroyed new car he had.
Well, there's another new car right there that you can have.
It's a minivan.
And the other one seems to be armored.
No, it's a beat up like a molester van sort of thing, speeder.
It's
It's white
so
with rust
happy.
marks on it.
As so happy as I was for like the epicness that just happened with Lashara, I feel equally as bad for the things that just happened to Jad. Like Jad got to fire like one round of this. He was always a day late and $1 short.
It seems like
Poor
Jack.
Jack.
Like, that's the script for Jack, right?
It really is. He's our C-3PO. You know?
Oh no! Well, at least you didn't say Jar Jar.
Yeah.
No, oh god, no.
Oh, man. I guess the only other thing he could have done was gotten into the gunner position on the ship and used that to fire. That would be the only
Yeah.
other thing.
Oh,
So
he just accepted the guns he had and walked out of the ship before it turned around.
Well, I could have done that. Yeah.
Damn, Kirk.
Well, he did that, and then a van of people showed up, and he's like, "I'm going to need more guns." And I think between all of us, we were like, "You know what, Jad? You need more guns."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So maybe on Jad's list, he jots down additional portable tripod, since one's bolted to the floor.
It's like
Yeah.
mount like pintle mounts to the outside of the ship every 6 feet.
Yeah.
He needs
yeah.
like the equivalent of an R2 unit just to follow him around
yeah.
with it. Like, just
Oh, yeah,
literally put
yeah.
wheels on it that knows to follow him.
Yeah.
If it gets magnetic feet, then like anytime it stops, it just magnetically locks itself to the ground, and then he's just good to go.
Ewok just pops up out of the dome.
So this is it could be like a big gonk droid, just
There
big
you go.
enough to hold the
Well, that's
E-Web
true.
and
That's what I was going to say.
pop
It's
out
like,
of the top.
like I could instruct HK, since he's almost always in the ship. Whenever you detect violence, grab the tripod and the E-Web,
Yeah.
bring it to the green guy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then come beat up whatever's killing me.
Yep. You just got to get that extra tripod, otherwise he might rip it out of the flooring and mangle it. But
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we got the cash. We can do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was pretty intense for Lash.
Yeah.
For,
That's fun.
For me
Oh, yeah.
too, man.
Are we out? Are we still recording?
We're still recording. Yeah. But that's fine.
Okay.
That's okay. Fans will
Hi,
love this shit too. But wow, thanks, Kirk. That was good time. That was heavy.
I didn't know how it was going to
When
go.
you said there was a hole, you used the descriptive words of hole in the chest, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
nope. All restraints are gone.
Yeah. It looked terrible from what you walked in and saw.
Yeah.
So, and seeing your father slump over too, that was another just
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that'll be fun. RP to talk to the master and to her crew. You know, he just saw me do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Actually, Lashara, I'm pretty sure next episode is going to be very central with you as well. For you as well. And I think it's much deserved. So I think it's going to be cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I did go back and listen to the intro episode we did where I read everything off, and Lashara does have a younger brother and 3 younger sisters who have been all sent away by your parents.
Okay.
So your brother's probably at like a military school or whatever, and your sisters are your grandparents or something like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I remember we asked about siblings because I thought she had siblings.
yeah, it was just a one line. Like you don't have them anywhere in your character sheet or anything, so you can give them names if you want and
Okay.
go with that. So,
Cool.
So hopefully that was good for everybody. I didn't know how it was going to go with just a big battle, and
Well, as usual, you ride that line, which is exactly where you want to be in a game where people are really kind of being cautious,
yeah,
because death is not an impossibility.
Far away.
yeah.
Not far away at all.
Yeah.
Rura still feels like, what's the big deal?
I mean, her crew
On top of the condition track, she still has more than half hit points. Like, she was just
Her crew only got hit
just
once.
like,
Yeah.
He got hit once for nowhere near his condition area. Like, this is some overnight healing stuff that he's got.
Yep.
No, as typical, Dodd soaked up the bullet. Bullets punched it right up.
Jed
I
got
am a
hit twice.
tank for this group.
Yeah,
At least this time, Rura was there to like take the shots
Yeah.
that otherwise would have been directed at you.
Yeah,
Jad,
it would have been
Jad,
curtains
uh,
Jed
Yeah,
got
for as
taken
many
down.
rounds. For as many rounds
Yeah.
that came at me, I'm only down 5 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That-
down I'm down 17.
Jedi.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
that deflect and shield really saved your bacon.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're down
and I am
36.
remembering, like, this game is one that, especially for playing Force users, like, having, like, actual physical cards that you can, like almost tap, like, have in front of you, have the hand, because you can
That's a
only
good
use
idea.
them
Over.
once,
Yeah.
like, actually
Mhm.
have them in front of you. It makes it a lot easier.
Okay. I'll print
Or
those
even
out.
just having like an Excel sheet where it's like the name, what it does, the DC, and then you just have like a little box at the end where you can just like check.
I want to
Mhm.
say it's in the. I put them up. I thought I did.
Probably.
I just
If
recently
not,
did
I'll
it though.
This is the first time we've had to use more than one force power in an
Right.
encounter.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
this is the
sort of
first
like-
time.
I'm just remembering playing this game like when it first came out, and I'm remembering that yes, that was the way to do it, was to have cards and just be like, here's my deck,
Right.
here's what I've used. I now get this back. Like, it just makes it easier.
It is interesting mechanically that the saber, while it does become quite lethal later on as you get like saber techniques, right now as a basic attack, it's actually kind of weak compared to the guns that you guys have been slinging.
Right.
Compared to guns,
I mean,
not
like,
compared to other melee weapons, though. It still beats other melee weapons.
Okay.
yeah, and I have one of the heaviest non-can like. When I say cannon, I mean actually like physical cannon, like the E-Web.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got all kinds of abilities that just keep stacking extra dice on top of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't even use them all. Like I can go bigger.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I've got a way of adding an extra 66 to a shot.
Dang.
And starting next level, I'm going to start dipping into Bounty Hunter, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
Like I'll be able to start adding like I think Hunter's Mark is one of them, and again it adds like 2d8.
Yeah.
And then there's a known enemy, which will then add my Bounty Hunter level to both my attack and damage. So
Okay.
It's going to get gross.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting crazy with things you can do. So, and I did just throw the Force Power cards into the Google Drive Star Wars folder, so anybody can print them out if they want.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think we'll call it here, and we'll see everyone next time. Thanks for checking us out. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification. And we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. This has been a production of Gaming Without Gaming, all rights reserved. Visit us at gamingwithoutgaming.com. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/gamingwithoutgaming. Title music is by Greg Braun. Find him on soundcloud.com/Clara7. That's KLARA-7. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Gaming Without Gaming logo music is by Kevin MacLeod.